Hello, strong people. Week 6, day 4 of Battle at the Bridge, All-American Pro-Am Prep. It's event day. It is really hot out. We got bag toss to start. I'm not going to complain about it being hot. Well, I will a little bit. I'm just glad it's not raining so I can go outside and throw bags and stuff. But we got bags to start. Then I think there might be something after that. And then squats. I don't remember exactly. I know we have front squats. It says with a green band. I don't have a green band. I have orange bands, so I'm assuming green means heavier band. So I'm going to do orange instead. It's not the 30 seconds rest stuff anymore, thank God, which I haven't been doing much of anyway because it was bothering me. So we actually have 4 sets of 6. I don't know what I'll be able to do on that because I don't use bands heavier than red very often. I hardly ever use bands anyway, but we got some bands today, a little bit heavier ones, and then we have. I think we go right into yoke. No, there's pin swings in there somewhere. Heavy pin swings somewhere in there. And then yoke. A lighter yoke today. 70 feet, 6. Speaking of that, I'm going to have to move my wife's car back a little bit so I have some more room. But 6 second max, I think, which that's going to have to be very light because I'm going down and back, so I can't do a straight up 6 second. It'd have to be I don't know if I could just run down and back in 6 seconds. I don't know, but it's going to be pretty light then. And then sandbag runs. I may do arm over arm because I haven't been doing it on Mondays just because I keep forgetting about it, and then by the time I get to it, I'm like, done. Which I need to do it anyway because it's a tough event. And it should be done whenever it's programmed. But we'll see. There's a heat advisory in PA for the next few days. It's not quite as humid, thank God. But I have all the doors open, all the windows, not all the windows, but most of the windows open. And a fan going, so I'm getting some airflow in here. But I honestly don't know if I'll be able to get my knee sleeves on today. We'll see. Because they're pretty tight already. I forgot that I found a pair of 2XL sleeves. I usually wear 3XL, at least in the SBD ones. And I found a set of 2X that I got a while back and never really used. I've been using those. They're a little bit tougher to get on, that's for sure. But oh, and look at this. Joke's on you guys who made fun of me for having a crappy bench, like the physical bench, not like the bench press. Look at that. I actually forget what the model is. This thing is brand new. Sort of. The guy, I bought it from Facebook. This is, I got it this morning actually. I said $150, I'll come get it. I'll meet at your house so you don't have to drive. Because he put in the description, he's like, we'll meet within so if needed. I think he just didn't want people coming to his house to pick up equipment, which is fine. But I was like, $150 cash this Saturday. I'll get it. I'll come to you. Hoping that would sweeten the deal a little bit. He's like, all right, we'll do $150 and we'll meet here. Here was literally 25 minutes away from my house. So I left here this morning. We had to go that way anyway to go to the farmer's market. Stopped here first. Picked up the bench. It literally looks like it's never been used. It's spotless. I think it's like the rep, I don't even know, 3,200 something. I don't know. Garage Gym Reviews. I was looking up some incline benches. Garage Gym Reviews did a review on this one saying best. The title was best all around bench for your money, something like that. I don't know. It's got 1,000-pound weight capacity, so I know I'm not going to die on it. Unless I get really strong at bench or really obese, 600 pounds. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to use it. I don't get to use it today, of course, but now I have a nice new bench for a really good price. So shout out to that guy for selling it to me. All right, I'm already sweating through my clothes, so let's get set up with bag toss and see what happens. Is that 6? All right, so bag toss went okay. I don't really remember how it went already. It's been a little while. It went okay, I think. Squats, not bad. Like I said, I don't have a green band like the program called for. And I actually think what I did today was actually less band tension than what I normally do. Usually I double over a red band. But today I kind of did, I don't even know how you want to say, there's stupid flies flying over me. It's making me mad. I know my knee sleeves stink. The fly just, taking advantage of that. But not bad. 421 plus bands for sets of 6. One set of 5 that I can't count. Those were tough. I put the box at like a pretty good height there. It was just below my sticking point. So I got off the box and had to really fight through that. Then kind of power through the rest of it. But now I think it's pin swings actually is next. Yoke after that, I believe. So I haven't done, when have I done pin swings? I don't remember. Either way, I got pin swings. So the issue with pin swings is I hate them. That's the issue. Heavy sets of 10, they're just a tough exercise. So I'm gonna load that up. I can't use like 45s or anything because there's not enough room for it to swing between your legs, unless you're like full sumo style probably. So I get loaded up with 25s, and I forget what a good weight is, but we'll do something heavy, as heavy as we can go for 10s. So. Also had to take a slight intermission there after squats because the lawnmower that I've mentioned it repeatedly because it keeps causing us problems. It's very old. I think it's finally done. So the clutch cable snapped. I didn't really inspect it, but the clutch lever itself is disconnected. So it's not even on the mower. So that's my wife was mowing the lawn because she likes to mow the lawn. So she's very particular about her grass, and I just don't care that much about it. So that's hers to do what she wants with. But mower is done for. Could probably get a clutch cable, I'd imagine, but I think we're both kind of over the lawnmower. I don't really want to buy a lawnmower, but what are you supposed to do? We'll see. So I had to go. It was at like, I'm glad that it was down. Well, I don't know. It wasn't in the best spot in the yard, but I had to go push it up. Thank God it was in neutral. But it was down like the corner of the yard, so we had to push it up our hill, which isn't very steep, around the corner into the shed down there. So had a slight intermission to do that, and now we're kind of hanging out. I keep standing in front of the fan because it's kind of cooling me down a little bit, but it's pretty brutally hot, and it's only going to get worse this coming week. I do have a deload week coming up, I believe, so thank God for that, because it's going to be brutally hot, like 90s. And in here, it's I actually have a thermometer over there. I have to look at it, but it's hotter than that in here. So maybe not right now today, but it's pretty rough. So we're gonna move on to whatever I said was next. Wow, I look rough. Wow. So I just did my first run on a yoke, and it's tough to decide what to do because this is very light. Like, it's 545. It's no challenge, if I'm being completely honest. It's just not. I've done almost double this. So, but the way the program calls is it's 70 feet, 6-second max. That it should be speed work, but it's tough. I did that run in like 13 seconds because the way my setup here kind of dictates that. So I have to run in because that's comp specific. That's a very important part. I don't want to miss that because I've messed it up before and I can't afford to do it again. Because realistically, it could come down to a second, half a second. We showed that at, not the same event, but, similar. OSG Regional, where I won by like 0.12 seconds or something crazy. That was a frame for 50 feet, but you get the idea. At these higher level shows, it all matters. So I want to do at least one more run. I think I might add like 90 pounds on, so 635, which is still light for me, but I want to really get that pick right. It's a little slow, but at the same time, I'm kind of training it twice because I have to drop and repick, just because I don't have a 70-foot garage. So I think I'm going to add 90 pounds, bump it up a little bit, and we'll just try to make the run-in pick better, and then the re-pick at the end and turn a little bit better. So they weren't bad, and obviously during the comp I only have to pick it once because it's 70-foot straight shot. But that pick is, when you're carrying it for 70 feet, that pick is going to matter. If you're slightly off a little bit, you might get wobbly 3/4 of the way down and slow down in that last 10-15 feet. So I don't think I've ever done a 70-foot yoke run, so that extra 20 feet could make a big difference. I guess I've done down and backs, but those are a little bit different. 70 foot in one shot's, that's a long way, longer than normal. So I'm going to load it up a little bit more and try to do just a better run. All right, that was a lot better. Just about the same speed, I think. Maybe a little faster, I don't know for sure, but better. Picks were better. Could be faster, but they were good picks, so I'm good with that. This is turning into like a survival show. I ran out of water. I could easily go inside and get more, but it's like a shock to your system going in there. I had to go in there to pee a little while ago, and I was like, this is dangerous. I feel like I'm gonna go into actual like shock. So I'm almost done anyway, but I would love to have some water for this next part because this is gonna hurt. Sandbag runs. I have one set of, what is it? 200 pound bag. Is it 200 feet? Ah, crap. Hold on. All right, so not quite as bad as I was thinking. Still not good. Definitely not good. I'm gonna forget kind of what I said already, or what I just read, but the first set is one set with the 200 bag for 60 feet. So pretty much down and back here. If I go, it's 30 feet, give or take. So at least the way I have it set up right here. If I push the yoke back more, it could be better, but it's loaded up and I'm not unloading it. I don't want to push it. So it's like 30. So from this spot down to like just before those clumps of grass, I need to get out of here. It's like, I really hope I don't step on those. That'd be really bad. It's 30 feet, maybe a little bit over. So I got to go down and back with the 200 bag. And then that's when the real hell starts. So that's set one. That's like the warm up. And then I have an EMOM, which is every minute on the minute. So I think different people do these different ways. Like I know before, I don't want to talk too long here because I want to get this done. But before, what we did, it was like, it'd be like a one, and this was like before I had a coach. Even with the coach, I did this sometimes. EMOMs are rough. The way that I was kind of taught how to do them, it wasn't in this style. So this can't be done the way I'm mentioning. It'd be like 1, 2, 3 reps on whatever, like a static movement. So like squat, bench, deadlift. But you would complete that rep or reps within the minute. So like say it takes you 10 seconds to do that rep or that set. You now have 50 seconds to rest for the next one. Then you got to go. So the rest times almost got shorter as you went, as you tired out a little bit. And those were terrible. Those were brutal. Good cardio. But obviously I can't do it this way. So what's going to happen is it's 275 bag, which I don't have. I have a 265. That'll be fine. But I think it's 120 feet and then a minute rest. 120 feet, a minute rest. 120 feet, a minute rest for a total of 480 feet. Wow. Well, let's do it. What was I going to say? I was going to say something kind of important. Oh, that's going to bother me. Oh, so I was checking the rules. There's kind of a caveat to this. This event. It's as far as you can go in 60 seconds. So you can't just go slow the whole time and keep going and going. Which I don't know why you really would anyway. There's a fine line somewhere in there. But I probably got to pick up the pace. I don't know. I got to be kind of quick. I got to check my previous weeks to see how long it's taken me to go a certain distance. That way I have a pretty good idea of what I'm actually looking at. And I need to review my Husafell from like OSG Regional to see how long that took me. Because I only went 150 feet there. But it took a little while, I think. So I got to double check some stuff. But let's do this first run and then we'll see. All right. Oh my God. It's been a few minutes. My mouth is so like dry, clammy at the same time. I had to dig deep a little bit there. A lot of it. I couldn't record because I needed to have my timer up to time the minute rest in between. After the first 2 sets, I had to cut it in half. I'm surprised. My legs were actually okay. It's weird. Sometimes it's my legs that are tired, and other times it's my lungs. Today was lungs. So I did the first 120 feet, did my minute break, did 120 feet again, minute break, and then I cut it in half. So down and back, a minute rest, down and back again. So in total, 360 feet. Obviously a little bit lighter than comp weight, and minute rests in between. But it's not bad. That's terrible. Oh, God. I checked the thermometer here, by the way. Oh, God. I need water. It says 90. Stupid bug. So, it's a little toasty. This fan right here, you can probably hear it. Lifesaver. All right. I'm good. I think that's all. I hope it is. I'm not recording anymore. I think that's the last thing. So I know I mentioned that I thought about doing arm over arm. No. That's it. Realistically, if I was going to do that, I should have done it first because it was still loaded up from last time I did it. That was a stupid move. My brain really isn't working all that well. Oh, look at this. I know that you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but the seat, the only thing that was annoying about it was it got thinner as it went back, and the thick part was at the front. And then I remember watching a video, I think it was Garage Gym Reviews, Coop, and he's like, you can flip the seat around. So, in between rests, I think it was before yoke or whatever, I flipped the seat around. So now the thin part's up front, wide part's in the back. To me, that makes so much more sense. And it feels so much better. I sat on it. It feels way better. I don't know why it would ever be the other way around. I guess I can see why it would be. If you're doing like decline, and you have the, it came with like a little leg roller to latch your feet onto if you're doing decline, which I don't really, decline doesn't seem to be that important to do. I don't know anybody that really does it consistently, but I'm getting off topic, brain's wandering. I need to go inside and clean up and get some water. Good God, I'm being attacked. I gotta get out of here. So until next time, what's my saying? So until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.